Hey everybody, I am Sinistar 77. I am a member of the Press B to Cancel podcast, which you have found. I am doing a recorded series. We'll see how many of these games I can get through, but we're calling it Sinistar's Telltale Heart. And I'm going to play a whole bunch of the Telltale games. We're starting today with Back to the Future, the game. We're going to do these probably in about hour chunks, and we'll see, as I said, how many we can get through. That said, let's kick the tires and light the fires. All right. So I'm just going to basically be playing this and talking through things as I go. I have played the first episode previously. It's been a number of years, and I remember really liking it. It has some really cool tie-ins to the movie, and Doc Emmett Brown was revoiced by Christopher Lloyd. Sadly, Michael J. Fox was not available for the first 4 and change episodes, so he was voiced by a new person. Sounds very similar to Marty McFly, but he does come in and do a cameo. Michael J. Fox does in the 5th episode. So once we get there, that'll be fun. Anyway, let's go ahead and kick this off.
All right, I'm ready.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Emmett Brown. I'm standing on the parking lot at Twin Pines Mall. It's Saturday morning, October 26th, 1985, 1:18 a.m. And this is temporal experiment number 1. Come on, Einie. Hey, boy, get in there. That a boy. In you go. Get down. Get your seatbelt on. That's it.
Whoa. Okay.
Please note that Einstein's clock is in precise synchronization with my control watch. Got it?
Right, check, Doc.
Good. Have a good trip, Einstein. Watch your head.
You got that thing hooked up to the car?
Watch this.
Yeah, okay. Got it.
I love how this plays out like the movie, but you get to make some alternative choices.
Not me. The car. The car. If my calculations are correct, when this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
He said a naughty.
Watch this. Watch this. What did I tell you? 88 miles per hour! The temporal displacement occurred at exactly 1:20 a.m. and 0 seconds!
Ah, Jesus Christ, Doc. You disintegrated Einstein.
Calm down, Marty. I didn't disintegrate anything. The molecular structure of both Einstein and the car are completely intact.
Where the hell are they?
The appropriate question is, when the hell are they? You see, Einstein has just become the world's first time traveler. I sent him into the future. 1 minute into the future, to be exact. And at precisely 1:21 a.m. and 0 seconds, we shall catch up with him and the time machine.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine out of a DeLorean?
The way I see it, if you're gonna build a time machine into a car, why not do it with some style? Besides, the stainless steel construction made the flux dispersal. Look out!
Style and heavy usage of cocaine. That's the story of DeLorean.
Doc?
Huh, that's peculiar.
Where's the car, Doc?
It should have caught up with us 27 seconds ago.
Doc, what happened to Einstein?
No need for concern. It's probably just a minor miscalibration of the time circuits. Marty, could you get my notebook? It should be in the toolbox.
And here's where we have a separation of the movie and the game. So let's go ahead and, let's open the sealed container.
What's in the box?
Don't touch that. It's plutonium.
But plutonium?
How do you think I generated 1.21 gigawatts of power?
Notebook. Got it. Flux capacitor?
That's it!
What the heck's a flux capacitor?
My latest invention. The thing that makes time travel possible. In this notebook, I've detailed the nearly 3 decades of scientific breakthroughs necessary to build a working time machine. If it ever fell into the wrong hands, the consequences could be catastrophic. Let's see. It's mass equals I times Z, and E equals the square root of Z times C
now
squared. And the flux
we
dispersal
break
rate
the
is
fourth
inversely
law.
proportional to the 4th root.
Doc, something's way off here. Doc?
Great Scott!
Doc, what is it?
I've made a horrible mistake.
Doc! No!
I'm sorry, Marty.
Doc, come back! Doc! Doc!
Marty, is everything okay?
Yeah, Mom, it was just a nightmare. I was in the past, and Doc was there.
Well, you're safe and sound now, back in good old 1986. But you'd better get up. Your father's waiting for you.
Huh?
Weren't you going to meet him over at Doc's?
Holy crap, I'm late!
Such a fun intro. I love it. It's about time. Jules Verne novels. Nice. All these throwbacks to the movies. It's awesome.
Dad, are we too late to stop the sale?
Better late than never. You wouldn't believe how much rare stuff there is back here.
That's Doc's stuff. The city has no right to.
Now, son, I know you're upset, but your friend's been gone for months, and the city really seems hell-bent on using his land for that new parking garage. And, hey, is that a first edition Jules Verne?
It's just not fair. But at least things can't get any worse.
Oh, he had to say it.
Hey, Marty!
Hi, Biff.
Come to see if the old crackpot had any buried treasure?
Nah, I guess I'm just remembering.
Alright, search Doc's labs for dangerous materials. Alright. Let's see, more clocks. I like that it's labeled more clocks. That's pretty awesome. Amplifier controls. Let's play with those.
Let's make some noise.
Yeah, baby. Gotta love that 60 hertz hum. Okay. Amplifier. George, let's talk to Dad.
Hey, Dad. I'm telling you, this sale is a joke. Doc's only been gone for a few months, and I happen to know.
Yes, you've told us he's not dead. He's on a trip. Let's say you're right. Have you considered that this trip may not have been entirely voluntary? I hate to say it, but Doc's run up some pretty sizable debts around town. Maybe he's just hiding from his creditors.
Oh, shit.
What's Biff doing here? He wasn't a friend of Doc's.
It's a public sale, Marty. Everyone's allowed. Even Biff.
You got Doc wrong. Sure, maybe he's not so good with money. That's just because his mind's always on bigger things. But he's still a straight-up guy. He'd never run away from his problems.
Well, you know him better than I do, son. But the bank is within its rights to sell off his stuff. Maybe you should try to find some things to remember him by before Biff grabs them all.
Yeah.
Who's running this sale anyway?
Oh, that'd be me, son.
You? Why?
Well, once it became apparent that the bank was going through with the sale, I volunteered to oversee it in order to make sure that Doc's stuff would be treated with a modicum of respect. Isn't that right, Biff?
You got it, Mr. McFly.
Do you think dreams can predict the future?
Well, you know I don't go in for that mystical stuff, but I do think they can reflect how you're feeling about the future. What did you dream?
Oh, just weird stuff about Doc.
Well, that's understandable, don't you think?
I guess, but I feel like it was telling me something. I'll keep looking around. Thanks, Dad.
All right. What else can we... More clocks. Let's look at more clocks.
I wonder why Doc didn't take any of these with him.
Dog feeder? Oh, yeah.
Hey, let me...
Now, Biff, leave Marty alone. This is a very emotional time for him.
Oh, sure. Sorry, Marty.
Yeah, Biff. Fuck off. His Rube Goldberg dog feeder.
Looks like a hand crank lightning rod, or maybe a lightning powered pencil sharpener.
Lightning powered pencil sharpener.
Doc built this model at downtown Hill Valley way back in 1955. The clock tower in the courthouse even works. What the? Is that Doc's notebook in there?
Hey, that looks just like the courthouse. You gotta hand it to the old coot. He was good with his hands.
Biff, can I see that a minute?
This would look great in my fish tank. Give the old carp something new to nibble on.
I saw it first.
Come on, I saw it first.
Yeah, I guess you're right. But I picked it up first.
Give it here, Biff.
Well, well, look at what we have here. Looks like plans for something. What's a flux catheter?
It's none of your business. Doc asked me to...
Brown's worm food, kid. But this looks like it might be worth something. Ha!
A flux catheter? That sounds horrible. That sounds horrible.
Feels like that was a lifetime ago. Actually, I guess it was.
Okay. Biff. Come here, Biff.
Hey, Biff. I only want that notebook because, Well, I'm sentimental. It's like a piece of Doc.
Doc's dead. Time to get over it and move on.
Wow.
I just can't let you keep that notebook. It's dangerous.
What, is it set to explode or something?
Well, in a way.
I'll take my chances.
Oh, damn it, Biff.
It's just a notebook with Doc's scribblings. What did Doc ever accomplish?
Nothing.
Then it's worthless, right?
If it was really worthless, you wouldn't want it so bad.
He's got a point.
I'll pay you for it.
How much? Not enough.
Jeez.
That notebook wouldn't mean anything to you. You wouldn't even understand what's in it.
You calling me ignorant?
I mean, if the shoe fits.
Never mind.
What else can we do here? Jukebox.
Hey,
Uh-huh.
let me try, Marty.
Now, Biff, let Marty have his turn.
You got it, Mr. McFly.
Okay, he set the thing down for a second. See, if we repeat, does it okay, it just does the same
Enough
thing.
of that junk.
Oh. Sorry
Now,
about the,
Biff.
the noise there,
Sorry,
folks.
Marty.
Okay. Vat.
Doc must have whipped up some crazy compounds in that cauldron. It smells like beef stew.
I mean, beef stew can be crazy, right?
Hope that wasn't poison gas or anything.
Okay. So, missing anything else? Ah, my guitar. My guitar, baby.
Hey, Dad, why's my guitar got a price tag on it?
Sorry, son. Must have been an overzealous clerk. Just pick it up. I'll iron things out with the bank.
Okay, I have my guitar.
I better not crank it up anymore. I really don't want to blow this thing out again.
I do, though.
Hey, Dad. That notebook is Doc's legacy. I've got an obligation to protect it.
Now, hold on a minute. Didn't you just get done telling me Doc's still around? Off traveling somewhere?
That doesn't mean I shouldn't get his
Yeah.
notebook.
Then how is it your obligation to protect his legacy? You can't have it both ways, Marty. If Doc's alive, he can protect his own legacy.
About Biff. Dad, I know you're trying to help.
He talks a big game, son, but he's not so tough. I've been dealing with him a long time. Believe me, I can handle it.
So can I.
I guess you can. Okay, son, I'll stay out of your way. But you know where to find me.
About Biff.
Problem? Biff?
He's got this thing, see, and I really need to get it back.
If he stole something from you...
No, it's one of Doc's notebooks. Yeah, he found it first, but
Oh.
I mean,
well,
I found
then
it
I'm not
first.
sure what to tell you. I guess you'll just have to appeal to his better angels or something.
or
Biff's
something.
Better angels. Okay. Nope, not that button. That
I'll
button.
keep looking around. Thanks, Dad.
Okay. Feel like I've looked at, like, everything, but... Let's try Biff again.
Hey, Biff. I'll pay you for it.
How much? Not enough.
Okay, same dialogue.
I just can't let you keep that notebook. It's dangerous.
What, is it set to explode or something?
Well, in a way.
I'll take my chances.
Okay, so we're repeating dialogue here.
Never mind.
Right, so what do I need to do? You picked up, left click the blinking inventory to open your inventory. Where's blinking inventory? Ah. Marty's guitar. Next or previous, okay. Photo of George McFly. Sweet. Let's use this.
Here's an oldie, but a goodie. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, look, it's Chuck Butthead. Let me show you how it's
Oh
done.
boy. Oh boy. Here goes Biff.
Now watch me blow the lid off this joint.
Whatever you say.
Suck it, Biff.
Rock on, Biff.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Alright. Got the notebook.
Doc, where are you?
Mr. Fusion. Search for clues. Okay.
Doc?
Those beautiful gull-wing doors. Ooh. He does that every time in the movies, I think.
Einstein! Where do you come from, boy? Didn't you bring Doc with you?
Shield eyes from light. I love this. I love this game. Let's turn on the circuitry. Let's see
Looks
what
like
the
the time circuits still work. Now I only need to know when to look for Doc.
Yeah, I turned it on so that I could see the
I can
time
use
circuit.
those to enter a date into the time circuits.
Yeah.
I can use those to
Uh-huh.
enter a date into the time circuits.
I feel like, okay, I feel like turning on the circuit would have shown me the last destination, but you know, oh, there's a shoe.
Okay, Doc, I know I haven't seen you in a few months, but I'm pretty sure this isn't your shoe.
Yep.
Marty? Marty, if you're hearing this recording, then the DeLorean's automatic retrieval feature is a resounding success.
Automatic retrieval?
In case of my failure to return to the DeLorean within an allotted time, I programmed the time machine to jump to these four-dimensional coordinates without me. As you are well aware, time travel is an inherently risky activity, and despite my elaborate precautions, there's always a possibility that I could land in trouble sometime. And that sometime is now, or then, or maybe later.
He's in trouble.
Marty, you've come to my rescue in the past, or was it the future? Anyway, I'm relying on you to do it again. Please take the DeLorean back, or forward, to whatever it is. I'm stuck in time. When you get there, I'm sure you'll figure out what to do.
That's it? Aren't you gonna tell me when that is?
Just go to the date specified on the time circuit readout
That's what I
under
was
the heading marked
trying to
Last
do.
Time Departed. Good luck.
Right. Last time departed. Oh, jeez. Come on.
Oh,
Crap! Oh,
Great.
great. How am I supposed to find him now?
great Scott. Okay, how am I supposed to find him now? Okay. So let's look at the inventory. Let's look at this shoe. Oh, I can't really use it on anything. Okay. Story so far. Okay. So if I turn
Probably
on the
shouldn't
switch.
fiddle with the time circuits again until I know when to look for Doc.
Okay. Anything else in here I can look at? Does not look like it. Okay. So let's exit the DeLorean. Maybe Einstein will have something on him.
What kind of trouble is Doc in, Einie?
Is this my current goal? Follow the trail to Doc. It is my current. Okay. Let's look at the notebook. Examine.
This notebook has all of Doc's plans for the flux capacitor and the DeLorean. I'd better make sure it never falls into the wrong hands. And by wrong hands, I mostly mean Biff.
Better. I use it on the DeLorean.
After all the trouble I went through getting this thing, there's no way I'm letting it out of my sight.
Okay. Maybe go back indoors. Or I cannot. Okay, so it's got to be something in the DeLorean.
I can use those to enter a date into the time
Yep.
circuits. Once I know when to look for Doc.
So I swear, like, that's all I can do in here. Okay. So where to next? And I can't exit this area. Oh, hold on. Let's try using the shoe on Einstein.
What do you know about this shoe, Einie? Great Scott! I think he's onto something.
There we go. I like how Marty says Great Scott in this one.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. How's this supposed to lead me to Doc, Einie?
Okay, so we have a buzzer. And we have a liquor store door. Go to the liquor store first. You know, you gotta booze it up.
I see you sneaking into that liquor store, young
Nice.
man!
Nice. Okay. Well, then let's go over this way. Let's ring the buzzer.
Step away from the door! Now, let me get a look at you.
Einstein, come on!
Just as I suspected. Hooligans! Get along now! Scat!
Let's see. Einstein brought me here.
State your business, child! You're making me miss Merv!
Well, see, that's the thing. I'm not sure why I'm here. Einstein here brought me, and
Well?
I'm no hooligan.
I'm not a hooligan, ma'am. I'm a teenager.
I wasn't born yesterday, young man. Aren't you the miscreant who skateboards through the town square every morning between 8 and 8:30 in a decidedly unpunctual manner?
Yeah?
All skateboarders are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up.
Nice. Okay, who are you?
He's Strickland. You aren't related to, Vice Principal Strickland, are you, ma'am?
Not that it's any of your business, but I'm his sister, Edna. Oh, and you're one of those McFly slackers, aren't ya?
Yes.
There's the
What's
slacker.
old man Strick? I mean, what else has your brother been saying about me?
Nothing I couldn't have deduced from myself, slacker.
Alright. Let's try this last option out.
Can you let me in? I've got something to show you.
What is it? Let me see.
Go ahead and use the shoe here.
A shoe? Wow, now what would I want with a... Huh? Stay there!
I like the holding up a rotten shoe comparison. And, yeah, the lady walking by.
Leave that creature outside!
What, Einstein?
Sorry, Einstein.
Well, took you long enough.
There's a lot of stairs.
To return the shoe, I mean. I lost it ages ago. You can put it down next to the other one.
Nice
Much
rotten
better.
shoe.
So neat and orderly. Yeah, I suppose you'll be wanting some sort of reward now.
No,
All I've got is tea and candy.
But
I'm sorry I called you a hooligan. I try not to jump to conclusions, but after all, 9 out of 10 people in this city are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up.
Where do I look it up, lady?
Have a seat, Sonny.
She didn't turn on the tea. That I could tell. Have a seat.
Hey! You kids! Put out those cigarettes!
Okay. Let's go for some candy.
the candy looks older than I am.
Cat bowls.
Oh, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Ms. Pretty Whiskers is very particular about who handles her food.
Miss Pretty Whiskers. Okay. Pictures.
Is that Vice Principal Strickland?
Mother never could keep little Gerald out of her clothes.
That's awesome. Okay. This was over here. I swear I saw something over here. Ooh, let's play with the radiator.
Man, she keeps it hot in here.
That's the kettle. I'll be right back with some tea. And don't touch anything.
I guess she did turn on the... Okay, don't touch anything. What can I touch really quickly while she's gone? Ooh, binoculars.
Hey, mind if I use your binoculars for a sec?
Go ahead, dear.
Man, these are powerful. I could see Biff going into the video store.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe the filth that boy watches. Yeah, he's nothing but an out-of-control hedonist, just like his father.
If there's a clue to finding Doc out there, I'm not seeing it. I don't even know where to start looking.
Okay. Look at the newspapers.
Don't touch those! My newspapers are in pristine condition and meticulously organized. Not about to let some street punk get jam all over them.
'Cause, you know, kids always have jam on their fingers, right? Okay, let's try the kitchen door.
Miss Strickland, about your tea. You forgot to turn on the...
You! It's spelled with a U! You illiterate vandal!
Nice. Okay, can
That tea's never gonna boil.
yeah. Let's see.
That
Same
tea's never
thing?
gonna boil.
Yeah, same thing. Okay. Anything over here? Shoes. Let's look at the shoes.
Einstein brought me that shoe from the past. But when in the past?
Cat trophies?
What are these?
My editorial trophies.
Cat Lovers Quarterly.
It's legitimate journalism.
Yeah. Okay. I think we're at the point where we need to speak to Edna.
Miss Strickland?
Just what you're doing behind that tree?
It's a little ditty about Jack and
Yes.
Diane. Let's see. What's with these newspapers?
What's with all these newspapers?
This is my personal archive. I've got every issue of the Hill Valley Telegraph ever published.
Get out. Every single issue?
From 1871 to the present. If it happened in Hill Valley, you'll find it in my stacks.
Okay.
Do you remember when you lost your shoe?
Shoe?
That shoe over there.
Oh, that shoe! Huh. Aye, what a nosy Nelly! No
Yeah.
one likes a busybody, you know.
You are a
But-
busybody.
Oh, fine, let me think about it. Yes, I remember. I lost it in a scuffle with a dog. Oh, when was it? Oh, yes, the day that speakeasy burned down.
A speakeasy. In Hill Valley?
Don't act so surprised, young man. Your generation doesn't hold a copyright on moral depravity, you know. Sin has been on the prowl in Hill Valley since the day it was founded.
I mean, sin is in.
Wow, a speakeasy. That must have been wild. Is it true they used to drink gin out of slippers like my grandma said?
Don't romanticize the past, young man. Prohibition was a time when gangsters ruled the town while honest citizens quaked in their beds.
Where was that speakeasy?
So where was it? That speakeasy that burned down, I mean.
That was ages ago. If you're looking for bootleg hooch.
No, I'm just curious, that's all. I'm a student of history.
Student of history, my Aunt Fanny. Yeah, your generation of hooligans and slackers could give two ripe figs about history.
Miss Strickland?
Oh, video store!
Huh?
The speakeasy used to be hidden in plain sight down there in the town square. Right where that disgusting videotape rental store squats today.
So the video store building must have gone up after the speakeasy burned down.
Following year, as I recall.
Okay.
I guess somewhere in these stacks there must be an article about the speakeasy burning down.
Naturally. Yeah, I probably wrote it myself. I was quite a reporter back in the day.
Any idea what date that article came out?
Well, obviously the day after the speakeasy burned down.
That's great.
Doing some stargazing?
No, I set my sights on the lower things. Is that?
Okay. I think I know what I need to do.
Lieutenant! Get away from that hubcap before I call your father!
Okay.
Don't let me keep you from your business.
Think.
You there! Don't even think about tossing that Kleenex on the ground!
All right. So what I need to do is I need to activate the radiator so she thinks that the... Yep.
There's the whistle! Surely the water's boiling by now.
Okay, and now I need to look at the newspapers quickly. So.
Juveniles collide with manure truck.
Ah!
Nice picture.
Okay, so that didn't get me anything.
Brown Mansion destroyed. 1962. No, that's not where Doc's stranded.
Local shopkeepers robbed by
All right,
zombies.
Einstein brought me this shoe, and Miss Strickland lost the shoe on the day the speakeasy burned down. But when did the speakeasy burn down? I at least need to know the year.
Okay. So,
Hey, mind if I use your binoculars for a sec?
Go ahead, dear.
let's see. Valley Video. Okay. Okay, 1932.
Rebuilt in February 1932. So the fire must have happened before then. But when? I need a date.
Don't look at me. I'm far too old for you.
Okay, so let's see. 1932. I wonder if I can see anything on her shoes.
Miss Strickland lost that shoe on the day the speakeasy burned down, and I know that was sometime in 1932. But I've got to get more specific than that if I'm gonna find Doc.
Okay. Let's see. Can I do anything?
That tea's never gonna boil.
Okay, so 1932. Well, let's try sending her into the kitchen again. Now that I know the year, maybe I can suss it out in
There's
the
the whistle.
in the newspapers.
Surely the water's boiling by now.
There's the whistle. Okay.
Let's see. Ground broken on site of former speakeasy. Singer vanishes. Hill Valley Expo delights crowd. Soup kitchen exposed. Here we go. Speakeasy arsonist slain. Legal procedure gave way to old-fashioned vengeance last night when a mob descended on the Hill Valley police station. The suspect in the speakeasy arson case, a drifter known as Carl Sagan, was pulled from his... Carl Sagan? It's
Oh
Doc!
no.
Killed by a mob. What's the date? June 14th, 1931. Jeez, I gotta rescue him.
Oh, now
My
I've done it.
newspapers!
Sorry, Miss Strickland. Let me...
No! You've gotten my history out of order! Oh, do you know how long it'll take to fix what you've done? Oh, get out! Get out! Get out!
Help! Police! I'm being attacked by hooligans!
Mm-hmm. All right. Dressed for the 1930s, I guess.
Marty! Where you been, son? And what are you doing in that getup?
All right, let's see here. It's a costume for a school play.
Didn't I tell you? I got the lead in the school play. We're doing...
Grapes of Wrath?
Right.
Oh, Steinbeck! Who are you playing? Never mind, you don't have to explain. I'm sure whatever it is you're up to, you know what you're doing, right?
I hope so.
Hey, sometimes you gotta go out on a limb for the ones you love, right? Wish my dad had understood that. You won't stay away too long.
You'll barely know I was gone.
Famous words
You ready to
to
go, Einstein?
succeed or fail by. Circuitry
Time
switch.
circuits? On. Flux capacitor? Fluxy.
Okay, let's use
Okay.
the...
If Doc's gonna get killed on June 14th, 1931, I'll just show up the day before and get him out. I hope you know what you're doing,
Why do
Doc.
I always do like one day before? Wouldn't it be easier to do like a week? That music might get us copyright flagged. We'll find out. Yeah, copper! Ha! Fantastic. Enjoy your life in a ditch, cop. Sweet. Gonna go back in time.
Einstein, where'd you go now, boy?
I wonder what stationers are. Soup kitchen sounds good. Oh, it said shave and something. Maybe it said shave and a haircut, 2 bits. This is gonna be Edna.
Young man! Excuse me, young man!
Who, me?
You're the only man in the street, and I'm looking for a man-in-the-street reaction. Naturally, you know about the explosion that destroyed this illegal gin establishment.
I read about it, yeah.
What's your opinion of Carl Sagan, the stranger who single-handedly did what the law has been unable to do for 10 long years, namely, rid Hill Valley of the scourge of liquor?
Let's see.
There's gotta be some sort of mistake here. Carl wouldn't do something like that.
It's surprising the lengths a person will go to when it's a clear-cut matter of right and wrong. You've got an honest look about you. You do support the side of righteousness, I trust.
Sure.
You can mark me down as a supporter.
The young man said, flashing a boyish yet virile grin. Hill Valley needs more upstanding youths like yourself. Do you have a message for the vicious gangsters who still roam these streets, no doubt plotting to corrupt our citizens with another den of booze, sin, and debauchery?
She thinks I'm virile? Let's see. Where can I find him?
Ask him where I can get the address.
Ah, I see. Because you want to blast it to smithereens, just like Carl Sagan did. With public-spirited citizens like you around, the lawless element will be on the run in no time. Mr. May I get your name?
Yeah,
It said shave and a haircut, 1 bit. That's great. Michael Corleone. Yes, or Corleone.
Michael Corleone.
Thank you for sharing your candid opinions, Mr. Corleone. Edna Strickland, Hill Valley Herald.
I knew it.
I know. I met you back. I'm familiar with your work.
You read my column? How sweet. I know it's just an etiquette column, but I believe it'll lead to bigger and better... Oh!
Einstein, no. Down, boy.
Is this wretched creature yours? He assaulted me once before.
What's got into you?
Aggressive dogs must be kept on leash at all times. It's the law. Look it up.
Doc. I gotta find Doc.
Yeah. Okay. So there was the police station. I really want to read this sign, though, over here if I can. Flop House. Ooh. Oh. Okay. Coming soon to the Essex Theater, Shark. You will never bathe in the ocean again. Nice.
Wow, looks like they used a real shark.
Nice. Okay. Well, let's, out to lunch, back soon, not hiring. Okay, Speakeasy Ruins, let's take a look.
I guess this is where the speakeasy burned down. How'd Doc ever get mixed up in that?
I mean, you know, knowing the movies, he was trying to, like, get alcohol for fuel or something, right? Okay, so the controls are being really odd. There we go.
You gonna buy anything?
No.
Then get out, Bomb.
That's awesome. I wonder if that was a cameo or something.
Hey, can I get some moose?
What does this look like? A hunting lodge?
Yeah. It's funny because I think moose is passe even today.
I'm not so sure I want to stay in a place that welcomes transients.
Okay, I have a feeling... Yeah, okay. So that's all I can do on this row, unless I can do something with the car. What was that? Barbershop door. Oh, wait, hang on. Saw something. Barbershop sign. Okay. All right. Yeah, the controls get squirrely when it changes. Okay, bank doors.
How can I help you, sir?
Without any money, I don't really have any business in there.
Yesterday's soup. Well, let's cross the street. Okay. Soup does sound delicious. I do like a good cabbage soup, too.
McFly!
Biff?
Kid!
Grandpa?
That's Mr. Tannen to you, Artie. What are you doing out here?
Well, I was getting kind of hungry, so I figured I'd come down here for some free soup.
Just thought I'd come down for some soup. Think, McFly. The DA's throwing around subpoenas like Babe Ruth.
I don't think Ruth's a pitcher anymore.
Shut it! If one of those subpoenas landed in the hands of my number cruncher, I'd be in a whole lot of trouble. I could even get sent up the river. You wouldn't want that, would you? Would you?
No, of course not, kid.
All right, that's better. What are you looking at, punk?
Keep your eyes on the soup, kid.
Well,
Well, what?
what are you still doing here?
Sorry, kid. I'll just run back to the safe house.
You do that. And McFly,
Yes?
that hat's too flashy. You better let me hold on to it. Now scram!
You got it, boss.
And don't come out until I give you the all clear.
Wow.
I swear, if even one of you mooks could add 2 + 2 without your fingers, I'd dump that wimp into the lake. Hey! Anyway, I'm off to make myself irresistible. Don't let anyone burn down the shop while I'm gone.
The Tannins. Talk to Cue Ball here.
Okay. Hey, never mind.
Okay. Reserved for charity. Oh, what was that? What was that? Stacked tables.
What are those tables for?
We keep a few extra tables around for our end-of-the-month hobo soirees.
Hobo Soiree. That was my high school nickname. Let's talk to the
I
guy.
better not talk to him. I don't want to mess up his timeline.
Okay. Inscriptions.
Eli thought she was drunk and said to her, "How long will you keep on getting drunk? Get rid of your wine." Eli should mind his own business. Maybe I should go to the jail and talk to Doc before I start dialing random people in 1931.
I like the idea of dialing random people. This is going to be blocked, I think. Yeah. Okay.
There's no way I'm gonna keep that door open without some help.
Am I trying to keep the door open? Maybe the game's, you know, kibitzing itself a little. Alright. Let's go try to get something going with Doc at the police station. Okay. Did we do anything with those? No. Yeah, the controls get a little wonky when you change screens. Either that or, like, I react and it gets wonky. I don't know which.
Who are you and what do you want?
Can I talk to, Carl Sagan?
Are you his lawyer?
No.
Then scram.
Okay. Alright.
Doc!
Marty!
Doc!
What are you doing here?
You sent for me, Doc.
I did? When?
May 14th, 1986.
1980? The automatic retrieval system. Of course. I'd almost forgotten about that.
Or
So
you,
what's our plan
you
for
had.
getting you out of here?
Plan? We don't need a plan.
We don't.
Not in the slightest. The police picked me up for that speakeasy fire a couple of weeks ago, but the DA hasn't got a case. They're releasing me tomorrow morning.
So basically, I traveled 50 years into the past to deliver your car?
Sorry about that, but it's so wonderful to see you. We have a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, you might want to hold off on that, Doc.
Great Scott! I'm going to be gunned down by gangsters on the steps of the courthouse.
Why would they do that?
Guess they didn't approve of my burning down their speakeasy.
Very funny, Doc. Maybe now we should come up with a plan.
A plan? Right. But what?
Let's see. Let's go back in time.
Why don't I take the DeLorean, go back in time before you were arrested, and stop you from getting caught in the first place?
Don't even think about it. Without my unjust incarceration, the events that sent you into the past might never happen, resulting in a paradox of continuum shattering proportions.
Jeez, we've been back together for 5 minutes, Doc, and you're already talking about the end of the universe. I've missed that.
Don't be ridiculous, Marty. I was only referring to the end of the universe as we know it.
Let's see. I guess we could break you out of jail.
Suppose I could just get some dynamite and break you out of jail.
No, that's far too dangerous. Not just to me, but to random innocent people in the past. The repercussions could be... That's it!
What's it?
My rocket-powered drill.
You have a rocket-powered drill?
Not yet. I haven't built it yet.
You've lost me, Doc.
Listen, a few months ago, my 17-year-old self sent in a patent application for a rocket-powered drill. I abandoned the project after I never heard back from the patent office, but the prototype should be nearly complete.
Great, I'll just run back to your lab and...
No, I said nearly complete. You'll need me to help you finish it.
How the hell am I supposed to sneak a half-finished rocket-powered drill into your cell?
Not me. 1931 me.
Wait a minute, Doc. You want me to convince your 1931 self to build a rocket-powered drill to break you out of jail?
Precisely.
Yeah, what about the space-time continuum?
Won't talking to yourself cause, you know, irreparable damage to the space-time continuum or something?
It should be fine. I've already invented the idea of the rocket drill. You've just got to goad my younger self into finishing the prototype.
Okay.
How am I supposed to convince your younger self to finish the rocket drill? Just tell him I need to break his older self out of jail?
Absolutely not. Whatever you do, you can't tell my younger self anything about time travel. I won't come up with the inspiration for the flux capacitor for another 24 years.
Then what am I supposed to...
Just be your charming self. From what I remember, I'm a pretty easygoing kid, so enlisting me in a scientific adventure should be a piece of cake.
I'm sure.
Okay, let's say I go along with this crazy idea. Where can I find you? I mean, the other you.
How should I know? It was over 50 years ago. Why don't you go over to the soup kitchen next door and give my house a call? They'll know where to find me.
Soup kitchen. Got it.
Just stay away from the soup. It'll cause irreparable damage to your digestive system.
I guess I better get started. Don't worry, Doc. I'll get you out of here in no time.
I'm not worried. Once you and my younger self put your heads together, you'll be unstoppable.
Awesome. That is a perfect time because I'm trying to keep these at about an hour. So we're going to call that here. We will continue these over time. This is the Sinistar's Telltale Heart, where I play the Telltale games and put them up on the Press B to Cancel podcast. If you would, please give us a subscribe and a like. The subscriptions are free, and it helps us, gain more popularity out there, which we're looking for. Plus, our podcasts are on Friday evenings, Mountain, Central, Eastern Time. We generally do them live. Sometimes we do some recorded stuff, but we generally do them live. And then found on your favorite audio podcast services on the following Monday. Anyway, we will talk to you soon. Cheers.